everybody. Welcome back to another episode of TeaLimePie. This is the podcast where we read your ghost stories off of Reddit and discuss. I myself, not a believer. Ghosts aren't real. But my good friend Coffee Ghostea is a believer, and she is our paranormal expert here.
Yeah.
Of the nonsense.
The way you said ghosts aren't real reminded me of the people that are like, birds aren't real.
But ghosts actually aren't real. Birds are pretty real. I know, I was attacked by a goose.
Attacked by a goose. Maybe because it was a robot goose. That's why it attacked you.
I don't know, those teeth seem pretty fucking real.
You can put teeth in a robot. Anyway,
how did we become this?
I don't know.
We have 3 spooky stories for you today. The first one is called Grandma's House is Haunted, but we're not allowed to tell her.
Poor Grandma.
And I feel like that would be like if you, like, when you're old and your grandkids or your kids are like, man, Grandma's house is haunted. Like, fuck, we can't tell her.
Yeah.
She'd be too scared.
She'd want to move in with us. We can't let that happen. Poor Grandma.
Poor Grandma. It's always the grandmas that get shit on in this
podcast.
podcast.
Oh my god.
We love grandmas. I promise.
Yeah, grandmas are the best. All right, why aren't we telling Grandma?
My grandma's house has always, for as long as I can remember, been a scary place.
Oh.
My dad and aunt and uncle all grew up in this house and had paranormal experiences occur throughout their lives. One example was when my dad and uncle were teenagers and my uncle was walking down the steps and was swinging a towel. He had just washed his hair. Out of nowhere, my dad, who was standing in the living room at the bottom of the stairs, saw the towel straighten out in front of my uncle as if pulled. And pulled my uncle forcefully down the stairs. Oh, this is a murdery ghost.
Yeah.
Now, my grandma hates all things paranormal, especially Ouija boards.
That's so
I feel
fair.
bad. Yeah. And she would often visit gypsies.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. It was a big no-no in our family to discuss the paranormal events that occurred in her house. 20 years or so ago, my cousin and brothers were playing in the upstairs bedrooms of my grandparents' house. The toys were set up in the room across the hall from them, and they were all in the same bedroom playing a board game. Out of nowhere, Hot Wheels car, no batteries, no wind-up, just an average Hot Wheels car, slowly exited the room that the toys were in, went across the hall and into where they were all sitting. Yikes. I'm just picturing, like, Grandma in the other room going, watch this. And, like, pushes it.
Or, like, with a magnet downstairs.
Yeah. Like, up on the ceiling, like, just dragging. Maybe that's why she didn't like talking about the paranormal, because it was like she couldn't lie.
It was just her the whole time.
Yeah, she didn't want to be found out.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they were all terrified. Around 8 years ago, my oldest brother moved into the basement of their house. One night when he was home alone, he woke up from a deep sleep, having felt he was shaken by someone. He stood up instantly smelt gas.
Oh.
What kind of gas?
Yeah, like
Were
bodily
you just farting in your
gas.
sleep?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, you remove the blankets. It's all been built up.
It's trapped. He went upstairs and outside of the house. Later, he found out that there was a carbon monoxide leak.
Okay.
And if he had not woken up, there's a big chance that he could have died in his sleep.
Oh, fuck.
Months later, that was when my grandparents were away for the weekend. The family decided to try Ghost Radar app in their house. Ooh, I have another. Remind me later. I have a story about something like this.
Oh, okay.
We all sat around the phone, and my uncle asked normal questions. Is anyone here? Blah blah blah. With my brother's full name. Oh, hold on, I skipped a line. Then he asked who used to live in the basement. At this point, my brother had moved out. The Ghost Radar replied with my brother's first name, which no one ever calls him. We were shocked. So my uncle asked, "Did you save, in brackets, my brother?" And it replied with, "Wake." What the fuck? He then asked, "Did you save him from, or what did you save him from?" And it said gas. Bruh. Needless to say, we were shocked. The last thing that I'm going to talk about that happened in the house is that my grandparents' friend's obituary, who passed away probably 15 years ago, will show up in their kitchen every month or so. They usually say hello to their friend and put the obituary back in the basement where it's supposed to stay. A little while later, it will show back up in the kitchen.
What the hell?
Dang. Well,
wow.
At least they have a nice ghost.
Yeah, it saved him. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it pulled the uncle down the stairs.
Well, yeah, that's true. It was just being playful.
Whoops, tugged too hard. Bye, child.
Oops. Yeah, maybe the uncle was a jerk, so...
Yeah. Okay, this is completely off, whatever. But these apps reminded me of it.
Oh,
My
yeah,
mom
yeah.
has one.
Okay.
And she has actively my entire life tried to get me to believe in ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So she sends me like random shit. So she went walking in a graveyard a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she took a picture of a gravestone and sent it to me, and she said, "Look at the name on the stone," and it says William, and I'm not going to say, oh, okay, I have to. It says William Jones, which is a very generic name.
Yeah.
And then she sent me a screenshot of the app, and the first two words that come up are Jones and Bob, which is short for William.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then it says, "You're very respectful, we're not nasty, and go back there."
Ew.
Yeah.
Don't like.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I've thought about downloading these apps a couple of times just to like out of curiosity.
Do it.
Yeah. Oh, we should have done it at the cottage.
Next time.
Next time.
Or, yeah, next time you're there even. Just do it and tell us what happens.
Yeah. I'm going up in a couple weeks. I'll let you guys know.
Hell yeah. I'm just looking through this dude's account. It does have a couple more stories. I don't know if they're at this house, but here's another one. I have somewhat befriended my spirits.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll grab that one another time. But, yeah, I mean, Grandma's gotta know if the obituary keeps popping up in her kitchen. Like, there's something going on.
Yeah, if she looks at it and goes, "Hello, friend."
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Can't tell Grandma. I mean, it's nothing, like, crazy. I mean, I guess if she said, like, "I don't want to know anything if there's a ghost," that's fair, but it's not, like, malicious. it saved somebody.
Well, it pulled her son down the stairs. You keep forgetting that part.
Yeah. But I mean, it saved somebody from a gas leak, though. That's pretty big.
True, I guess. Or he just smelt it and woke up.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Next.
Story number 2.
2 nights my dad and I will never, ever forget. 20 years and some change later, we still talk about it now and then. Okay, this might be a long story. It's really not. And I've never shared it before on Reddit, and it's 100% true. My dad can absolutely attest to it, so here it goes.
That means it must be true. If it's 100, if it's 99% true, discarded.
Then it's yeah. But believe everything on the internet when they tell you it's 100% true.
Yes.
This happened when I was about 10 years old. It had always been known that the family who lived in my childhood home before us had a daughter who passed away from cancer at a very young age. She did not pass away in the house, but at a local hospital. I had always gotten weird vibes in the house, but only in the basement. I grew up in the house from age 3 to 18. My basement had a little makeshift basketball court in it, and I would shoot hoops nightly down there. How big is this basement? We had a huge black stereo that I would listen to music on while shooting hoops. For some reason, every single time that I had gotten done shooting hoops, I would absolutely storm up the stairs of the basement and refuse to look in this particular corner of it because I always had a feeling like I was being watched by something or someone. You know, that feeling. So much to the point that I had convinced myself that if I were to look in that corner while walking upstairs, I would see someone standing there. One night after shooting hoops, I went upstairs and got in bed to get ready for sleep. My dad and I laid down at the exact same time in separate rooms, though. I can't make this up. Within minutes of laying down, my dad came knocking on my door and told me that I forgot to turn the stereo off. I literally had no idea what he was talking about because I sure did. He said that stereo is absolutely blaring. He went down to the basement and the stereo was blaring in the pitch dark. The story gets even more wild. About a week later, maybe not even, I got done shooting hoops again and laid in bed. I kid you not, you can ask my dad. As I laid in bed, I started hearing what sounded like bouncing. I could hear the noise coming through the vent in the corner of my room. I put my ear up to the vent, and all of a sudden, I understood what I was hearing and froze. My basketball was dribbling.
The ghost just wanted to hang out, man.
Yeah.
Listen to music, playing basketball.
Yeah, LeBron James.
You want to bro down.
Yeah. I ran into my dad's room. He put his ear up to the vent and heard the exact same thing. He went downstairs to the basement, and this time it was still and quiet. No sound, no dribbling, just darkness. The vent in the corner of my room was directly over the corner of the basement that I always had super weird vibes. To this day, my dad and I will joke about it every now and then. This happened 20 years or so ago, but it's something we both will never ever forget. Permanently etched in our memories and minds, that's for sure. I've never posted in the subreddit before. I had no idea it existed until tonight, but I had always been wanting to share the story experienced in my youth and thought this would be the perfect place to. Thanks for reading.
I just want to have fun.
Yeah, somebody in the comments, poor little ghost just wanted someone to play with. Yeah.
I'd play with the ghost.
Yeah, just go shoot some hoops.
Yeah. If a ghost showed up in my room with like a pinwheel, it's like, I want to play. I'd be like, yes.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Let me find a basketball.
Absolutely. Aww.
That's cute, though.
It is cute. I like those kinds of
It is 100% true.
100%. Basketball was dribbling around.
Yep.
And the stereo turned itself on. I want to know what the ghost was listening to.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a good point. Was it listening to like 80s?
Uh-huh. Well, Britney Spears. I don't know. I need to know. Much
Like it was like the people in the house, the people that lived there, were like metalheads, right?
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the night, Britney Spears is playing in the basement. And the guy's just like, no, man, it was a ghost. I wasn't listening to Britney Spears. It was a ghost. I'm telling you.
Could not be me.
I did it again.
Yeah, he's got like a hidden stash of Britney Spears t-shirts.
Ghost put those there. I swear.
Yeah, I didn't buy them. Don't check my bank account. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of what was that gamer ghost? I always want to say like, oh, is it Jeffrey? Jeffrey, I think. Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Good old Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That vein of
I should make some little art of Jeffrey. I feel like I say that every time we bring up Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And then I never do.
This time. This will be the time.
This time. Yeah, this is the real time.
Is getting some art. He deserves it.
If this episode does not have like a thumbnail of Jeffrey, you know I lied.
All right, we're holding you accountable.
Yeah, no, now I have to.
You have to. Little Jeffrey peeping from the corner with his controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like looking over the back of the couch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Okay. I have ideas.
Let's go.
All right. So, the third story of the day is another Little House adventure story.
Adventure, huh?
Adventure of the Little House.
Oh my god.
These are all stories that my mom has sent in about a house that we used to live in when I was around 6 to 10 years old. These are all things that she experienced in this house. And some of them I can corroborate, like the one that I'm going to read right meow. If you would like to send in your stories, you can always do so at tealimepiepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Story number 3. Hey girls, I'm just gonna call these stories Little House stories, because they all happened in the same place. I could tell you other stories, but these ones are related to Kel, which is me, due to the fact that she lived there. So, this little house that the girls and I moved into was really active. The previous owners had both passed away in this house. It was a place where they raised their family and spent many happy years. From what I was told by the neighbors, they loved this place. The backyard was immaculate, rock gardens, perennial flowers everywhere. I believe this man and wife had actually built the house.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So, when I saw what I saw, it didn't really surprise me. Just off the kitchen, there was a sliding glass doors headed to the patio into the backyard. These doors, I believe, were original to the house, and they were double paned, which means that there's 2 sets of glass and then like air in the middle.
Yeah.
Nothing in the middle. When we moved in, we noticed that inside the double pane window, there were 2 large handprints. I thought it was a factory defect and brushed it off. But over time, we started to notice more and more. Years later, we had to replace the door. And when we did, we counted a total of 10 handprints. How? There's no way that someone could have touched the inside of the glass door. So how did they get there? You be the judge. And yes, this is something that I can say is 100% true.
Yeah.
Because I saw them.
Yeah.
Because they were just like started with 2, and like every year or so, more handprints would show up on the inside of the door.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. That's Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that is one that I have seen. I have theories.
Okay, well, I need to know because I can't imagine how you would explain that one away.
So my theories is that, like my mom said, it like a factory defect. Like the person who installed the 2 panes together touched all over the door.
Yeah.
And then, like over time, like dust buildup or like the cold would reveal the handprints over time. That's my theory.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google
But it
if that
absolutely
can
is a
happen.
real story. Pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Okay.
I have to Google. Can time show more handprints in a double paned window?
More handprints didn't show up on like the new door.
Okay, it was just that one.
It was just that specific door. Or if they did, it wasn't double paned. Like the new one that went in was a new model or whatever. And we would have wiped them away. Or one of the dogs like licked them off. I don't know.
These handprints taste good. I'm going to clean this.
We didn't have the smartest dogs. They were window lickers.
Aww.
But yeah, that one is 100% true. Not 99% true.
I
saw it with my own eyeballs.
100% true. I can't find anybody talking about.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very specific thing that you're never gonna find.
There's a TikTok about it, but I'm not gonna listen to it right this second.
Okay, we can update you guys in the next episode.
Yeah.
Then. All right, and that's all of our stories for tonight.
No.
Thank you all for listening. If you want to submit your stories, like I said before, you can do so at tealimepiepodcast@gmail.com, or you can find the link in our description. Not description. Yes. No.
Something
Channel.
like that.
Channel description.
It's somewhere.
Where?
Look around. You'll find it.
You'll find it somewhere. Thank you guys so much for everything, and good night.
Sleep tight.